All right, we're just going to talk about how to basically get a Google Sheet started. So you're going to want to open a Chrome browser. I have it added to my desktop here, but if you can't find it, you can always type in here Chrome. Most computers should have it. Open that up. Um, when you're doing Google Sheets, you're definitely going to want to be using Google Chrome, the browser, not Internet Explorer or Firefox. All right, so from here, this is the fastest way to get into your drive, the 3x3, and choose drive. And in here, if you've never done it before, most of you will have folders, but you can make a folder, but I have one already going for region 4 here. So, and I'm gonna make a new sheet. So I'm gonna click on new, choose Google Sheets, and I'm gonna do a blank spreadsheet. Okay. So here's what we're looking at. There's a ton of things that we're going to work through, but here's the basic bar of things. Um, the font and size and how you want everything to look. You can disappear it if you want, but I don't suggest that. Putting it back, and all the things that we're going to work with. So this is just how to get one, basically. First thing you want to do, obviously, is name it what you're going to call it. So I'll call it my practice Google Sheet, and then it has a name. You don't have to click save or anything. You can see it just automatically is saving things constantly. And this is nice little beauty here is you can, if you mess up your spreadsheet really bad, you can always go back to a previous version, so you don't lose a ton of work. It's really, really great. I've used this a lot of times to save me. So this is just a beautiful little basic Google Sheet, and then I'm going to switch over to the one that I am going to use for this presentation, and we'll play with that one. So I'm going to shrink that down, get my other guy back here. So over here is the big tracking sheet that I use all the time in Google. It's kind of large, but I'm of the thought that the more information you have, the better. You can always remove things if you don't like them or hide them so other people can't see them, things like that. So I took the tracker that I use at my school, and I changed the ID numbers, names, birth dates. This is my social security column, so that you can't, none of this information is connected to any one particular student. So just for privacy reasons, that I did that. So the one thing I do with Google Sheets the most is probably filtering, looking for how many kids do you need to take the English 2 exam in the spring. So from here you go up to, you always want to hit this corner to highlight everything so you're not just filtering certain columns. This is just a good rule of thumb, is to always hit that corner. You can see it highlights things. So if I wanted to know right now how many English 2 students are testing in the spring, I would create a filter. You can see these little filter guys are on the top of every column now. And so I'm going to go to English 2 here. I'm going to click on the filter guy, is what I call them. Click on that, and down here are all the different codes that I have. And they mean something to me, they may not mean something to you, but I'm going to clear it because there's only certain ones that I'm looking for. And you can either type in what you want, or you can click on it. So if I want to type in, my code for spring 21 is SP21. Then I'm going to select it, go down here and hit OK, and now the sheet is going to filter for just the amount of the kids who are taking English 2 in the spring. And if I want to know, let's say, how many kids that is, I can also just click on the column here, and it counts how many it is. It's going to count the first column up here, so the first row, so you have to subtract 1. So I have 564 English 2 first-time testers in the spring. It's a really easy thing to get. Now, let's say it's December, right? So I'm going to go back here. I'm going to hit the corner again and just turn off my filter because I want to do another one. I'm going to go back, hit the corner, and then create a filter. Now, so let's say I want to know how many retesters we have for the spring. So that's any kid who has not passed yet, which my code is no. So I'm going to clear this and all the checks go away. And I'm going to type in no. I'm going to choose it and hit OK down here. And these are my kids who failed English 2, and I have to take it again. So that number is, down here it says 30, but we know we can't count the first row, so it's 29 kids. Filtering is great. And if you want to bring everybody back instead of unfiltering, you can just go back and select all and then hit OK down at the bottom. And then they'll all come back. So select all, hit OK, and everybody's back. Let's say you wanted to know how many face-to-face students are taking U.S. history in the spring. So I would click the face-to-face. I'm going to clear this and do the SP21 again. That's what I'm looking for. So I need to know that I have enough room for 406 kids to test on U.S. History Day. And I did that in an instant. So it's really great. And then I'm going to clear it again, turn off the filter here. And notice I went and grabbed the corner so everything's highlighted so you don't make any mistakes. It's great. Also, I mean, that's probably about it for just the filtering. I hope you enjoy.